Stellar game one. The Terran is not up 1-0. Zerg has won. Life is a hero.
I cannot believe it now. Sean, are you mentally preparing yourself for a TVZ on Newkirk City?
I'm going to lose my mind. Let's go into game number 2. Thank you. Yeah.
Remember the reason I phrase like that? Oh, there he goes. Oh, nice.
Yes.
We had a fancy transition there, Sean. You missed it. It was pretty good.
I did miss it because I was checking out a bunch of hot people.
I can tell you from experience that the late night crowd is actually the best night crowd.
It really is true. I don't know. I didn't want to watch Life versus Polt. I wanted to eat. Well, yeah, like I care, organisms. Stay up. Starve to death and cheer for esports. Down in the bottom left-hand corner.
Bottom right, Sean.
No,
right.
in the bottom
right.
Fine.
Bottom right.
In the bottom right-hand corner.
I don't want production to beat me again.
In the bottom right-hand corner. Defying all logic by defeating a Biomine player straight up. The current champion of Zerg from Team StarTale. It is Life!
And down. In a world
where Terran players only spawn at the bottom left side is blue.
It is Polt! I was going to keep going, but my voice is just like, nope.
Yeah, that's actually a bad idea when there's still another day left of the tournament. Vegeta! In the bottom left corner! It's Polt! Because then I won't have a voice tomorrow.
Sean, just the whole cast like that,
The
please.
whole cast? Early expanding against Terran is standard in this matchup. Will.
Oh, it's so good. For those of you who may not be from America, it's currently late. We've been casting a long time. I just want to go on the record.
And for those of you who haven't seen Dragon Ball Z, that was funny.
That was great.
All right, good. So the Reaper is coming out. It's not as an aggressive Reaper as we saw before, but Life still is favoring this very fast speed.
Yep, he's going to be sending out the SCV to scout here as well. See if we can kind of figure out exactly what's going to be going on. And as you mentioned there, Sean, the Reaper, you got to remember Reapers are so fast now that just delaying it a little bit doesn't really matter that much. You're still going to be able to get that scout off. And Life, once again, going to be going for the extractor here. Going to be getting a little bit of extra gas. He's got all 3 drones in there. The spawning pool going to be finishing up. But I'm kind of curious to see how this one plays out, Day 9, because Life is going to be on better footing than he was in the last game because his losses should be much more minimal.
At the same time, though, Polt is going for a much earlier command center. In the last game, kind of favoring getting that factory up ASAP, trying to do continual pressure. Here, it's going to be a little bit more of a gentle transition. Reapers are not quite as good on this map, given that you have to go up a ramp, and there's only one small smidgen of an entrance that you can really exploit. The rest of the map is very flat. Akalon Waste, plenty of ramps to go up and down. Looks like Polt might pick off. Yep, does get a single Zergling, but in a moment, Speed's going to be done.
Yeah, and that means that Reaper's not going to have much of a chance of survival here and really not going to be able to kill off too many drones. Although we do have 6 more Zerglings now, 8 more Lings on the way, as well as the Baneling nest here.
Baneling nest.
In a world where Baneling nests come out early, what can we expect here, Sean?
Well, I mean, honestly, it looks like Life is saying, well, you know, Ling Baneling was super effective last game. Let's just do it again earlier. I mean, it makes perfect sense. Look at this. The Hellions are going to be much, much later. A second barracks is coming out very early for Polt. Ooh, this is an interesting transition. This could absolutely catch Life off guard. There's some serious sick metagaming going on right now. Polt looks as though he wants to plan some sort of 10-minute Hellion Marauder Marine timing push with that second barracks, but, I mean, a Ling Baneling bust is about to be at his front door.
Yeah, and the Zergling speed just now finishing, so the timing is going to line up. He's got the Baneling nest. He's got 6 more Lings on the way. Those are going to be the reinforcing ones. Where does he decide to morph the Banelings? Of course, he wants to do it out of sight, out of mind. But unfortunately in StarCraft 2, Sean, what you don't know can definitely hurt you, and that's exactly what we're going to be seeing right here. As the moving up here, the bunker is not done. The Reapers got to try and delay this as much as possibly can. The Banelings are morphing in here in the center of the map. Remember, Banelings do not count as light units. They don't take extra damage from Hellions.
And I mean, in this position, I think that what we're actually going to see out of Life is he's just going to be doing nothing but building Zerglings and Banelings and just waiting for an opportune time to strike. That's when the Hellions begin to move down the ground, but look at this. We're seeing that.
Oh, nice! Does manage to get the hit off there, but can he actually kill the Reapers? Looks like yes, one goes down, the other one manages to escape for now. Here comes the Hellions right in the front base. You gotta remember, the Banelings there. The Hellions can actually hold this off quite well with just Hellions, but more reinforcements are on the way, but they're not rallied there.
Oh my god, the Hellions roasted the Zerglings immediately. A couple Banelings up in the main base. They will kill a pair of SCVs. More Zerglings begin to stream up into the natural expansion, picking off absolutely everything. Supply block is about to continue again for Polt. Hellions pop down the ramp. Will they be able to execute a surround? It looks like the drone lead, or there is no drone lead right now for Startail Life. Life is just trying to delay as best he can. More Zerglings trying to stream in. They're going to head right up the ramp into the main. Oh!
He's got to be careful there. Looks like the Supply Depot going to be able to save him for now. The Hellions, though, really hanging on there and able to prevent those Lings from doing too much more. So right now, I mean, it's looking like Life cannot be too aggressive here. Is this able to be recovered from with just macro from here on out?
Yeah, I mean, Polt is in fantastic shape. Polt might be in a little bit worse shape if he did go for something like a third command center. Right now, he'd have no opportunity to apply pressure, but here he has the perfect mixture. He's already almost done with Stim. He has a speed medevac with a Widow Mine in it. He has these Hellions to control space in the center with a second barracks up. Polt is looking in superb condition, and Life again with a nice read. Not going to go for the fast third like he did last game, but insta-snap layer.
And you may be wondering, why is he just dropping a Widow Mine? You got to remember, the timing of this is so very vital because there's no lair tech just yet. There's not going to be a Spore Crawler. That'd be kind of silly here. And so he's basically guaranteed to be able to burrow this Widow Mine as long as the Zerglings will get back here. Notice how he's using the boost ability. The Lings actually do manage to catch right up and might be able to delay this as long as possible. He will most likely morph it over here as soon as he possibly can. The Queen here going to be spotting this. Might actually be able to kill the medevac if he's not careful here. The medevac down to 6 HP. It narrowly escapes. The Queen does absorb that. The medevac escapes, so no permanent damage really for either player.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in time, I'm really feeling quite good about Polt's position. He's going to be doing this annoying multi-pronged harass. He'll be able to just have complete free reign over this entire space, and there's virtually nothing that you can do as Zerg. Sure, you can do these little surrounds, but I mean, Polt just lifts up the instant he starts to think that things aren't going well, and whoa, look at that micro.
Those units did not die. The one Baneling right there trying to waddle away. Might be able to get a good hit. The one that just finished there might be able to as well. Does get a Hellion, but still not going to be enough. The Widow Mine going to be moving into the expansion as well. That's the Queen there.
No.
If it gets hit, that's a lot of splash. Ooh, narrowly manages to avoid that. Sends in the Overseer to absorb that shot for now because he knows he can deal with it in just a moment, but he has to focus here. He can't take too much damage from the drop here. And Day 9, what do you think about this third base right now going to be coming up here for Life?
I actually think it's a little bit overbold. It's pretty dangerous at this position because, you know, Life is not up against a fast third command centering player. He's seen that he's not up against a fast third command centering player, and now he's opting to take a third. And if you just look at the third base, it is right next to the ridge that drops into the main, so it's extremely easy to bounce back and forth. And I mean, Polt will definitely abuse it. He's not going to be like, no, you deserve a straight up game. He's just going to drop as much as he can.
And on that tune, we see the medevac going to be moving out down to the south right now, doing just that. He does have 7 Marines inside here. That third base going to be exposed right now. And Polt, I mean, he's got the map control, he's got the map vision, and he's being the aggressor here, which is exactly what you want to be doing as Terran. Only 4 roaches here. That's not going to be enough. Looks like the Queen guy gets taken out. Her last dying wish was to puke all over that hatchery, so she shall be remembered for that, but it does look like the Hellions going to be moving up here as well. There are 2 roaches here to defend, but the drones are running the wrong way. You do not want to go over there, but a nice split so far. Can he minimize the damage?
I mean, Life is doing a good job minimizing the damage, but, you know, even the minimum damage is a lot. More Marines in the main base. I mean, speed is nearing completion, but Life now 35 workers to the 48 of Polt. Polt now getting a second factory, just churning out tank Marine. He's not even going to go biomine. He's going to go Marine tank. It is a straight line push from base to base, and it looks like Life has decided, you know what, I got to just commit and try to win now. He's going to just try to go Baneling, Roach, and he's going to run into Mine tank. It's going to be gross.
Another drop in the main base. I kind of like this. We'll see if it manages to do a lot. This is a lot of roaches, though. But if the siege tanks are in position, that's going to be so tough. I mean, between the Widowmine, siege tanks, and Marauders, these roaches, their odds are not looking great unless he can get a very good angle and a good engagement right here. There's a slight supply block, it looks like, for Polt. We'll have to make sure to begin those depots right away. Might actually do a supply drop here, as it is relatively severe. A couple units do get taken out right there, but it's got to come down to these roaches. Can Life make this happen? It's going to be so tough here. There's a drop in the main as well.
And there's the shove into the front lines. It looks like Polt has a decent position.
Wow.
But those tanks on the high ground are really what's keeping Polt in this game. They are doing enormous damage. Banelings connect with everything. It looks as though Life might be breaking through, but that tank on the high ground is just obliterating the roach numbers. Marine Marauder spraying into the front lines. There's nothing Life can do. Polt has a solid stranglehold on game 2.
That siege tank, I think, is the definite MVP of this game. There's the GG out of Life. And all of a sudden, we have quite the series on our hand now, as it is going to be all tied up. Uno.
Wow. I mean, these games are really panning out nothing like what we expected. But the one theme that we're seeing out of Life is that he dictates the pace of the game. With these Ling, Baneling all-ins, well, I would say that in Game 1, it was very clearly not an all-in. In Game 2, it looked a little bit more like that, but Life is clearly poking around with the vulnerabilities of this opening.
And I gotta say, I feel like Poseidon with this music going on in the background is so epic.
Truly is.
He has the trident, right? Like he can stab people with it. It like shoots things.
Yeah, he stabs people with the ocean.
Yeah, that's pretty intense. I feel like I have that power with this music, but now that it's all tied up, that does mean some extra StarCraft 2 games, which I'm always okay with. I don't care how late it is. I don't care. I don't care, Sean, because I love StarCraft.
In that case, let's go ahead and hop into a break, so that way when we come back, we can hop directly into game number 3.